Wrong side driving is no longer just a minor traffic violation. Now the police say an FIR can be registered, the vehicle can be seized, and the case may even go to court. If captured on video, action becomes stricter and the vehicle can only be released through a court order. This was highlighted by a recent incident at Bhinder Chowk, where a cab driver was caught driving against traffic during rush hour. Though he had a valid license, his vehicle documents were missing. The cab was seized, forcing him to travel across states for verification, disrupting his livelihood. Police have warned that there are no shortcuts in traffic rules. Wrong side driving can mean court visits, vehicle seizure, and long delays. Last year alone, more than 3 lakh challans were issued in Delhi. A reminder that convenience can come at a heavy cost. We have Ved Bhushan, former ACP, Delhi Police Traffic, with us. We also have Ankit Gupta, Advocate, Supreme Court, with us. Thank you, both of you, for taking time out to be with us. Ved Bhushan, this is an important step that has been taken by the Delhi Police, not just because it's a traffic offence, it's a traffic offence that has the capability to be fatal very easily.
Krishna, after 78 years of our independence, this is the first case registered in the history in police station Mandir Marg FIR number 11 of this month, where it is the same place where Swachhta Abhiyan was initiated by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We are running very late in this matter, but at least police registered this case under new law that enforced in July 24, 2024, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita under section 281. So there are a lot of reasons why we lacking in this field. No registration of FIR, only challan, only scapegoat. In the courts, you see, after paying some few money or managing some courts issues, the accused were let off. But now it's stricter provisions are hard, or more convictions are ensured in this Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita under the new law. Or in some cases, the offences are non-compoundable. And the most important thing is that in these cases, FIR will be registered and their criminal record will be prepared in the police station. And lot of evidences are, because this is the new Evidence Act, and which is for CCTV footage, digital evidence, verbal evidence, witnesses, lot of things are yet to be come in the force. I hope Delhi Police and entire India, because there is a 100% discompliance of this section wrong driving, causing lot of deaths, fatality, injuries to the person, to the public. But I am very sorry to say there is a 100% violation in not only in Delhi, across India. Zero tolerance to be adopted by Delhi police and other state police. Otherwise, situation is very worse. This is the second worst crime in India, where the fatal accident took place due to wrong side driving. You come to Connaught Place, you come to Gurgaon, you come to Noida, everywhere rampant violation is occurring since our independence, and lot to be done in this field. There are lot of causes. Police is not responsible for all that. Many points are there. No awareness. There are no traffic signages. There are a lot of things yet to be established, yet to become, because there's a lot of evidence to the public, and most of the offenders are two-wheelers. You see, you are driving in the right direction, suddenly a two-wheeler comes and hit head-on collision took place with your vehicle. It's a very, very serious offense, but at least now police or Delhi police or Indian police, Gurgaon police started FIR in this matter, and hopefully it will be give a big message to the public that if you will go wrong side, you have to pay a lot of money, lot of convictions are there. Hopefully it will be done very soon.
Hopefully, Ankit Gupta, a lot is still left to be done, but how much will all of this, the action by the police be, watertight when it comes to, proving it in court?
Krishna, see that what has happened recently, that doing a FIR in these matters are a deterrent way of doing things.
Okay.
Just to create some deterrence in the society, these are good steps. However, we should not be alien to the situation of our judiciary, the pendency, and the kind of prosecutions we are going to launch. We are going to register a FIR, which is already being taken, which is started in Mandir Marg, as my learned friend Ved Prakash ji has said. Now, once you register a FIR, there are 1,000 things to be done. There is a IO which has to be appointed. There is a prosecution which has to be launched. There has to be a charge sheet. Then there has to be superdari of the vehicle which is impounded. Ultimately, in today's scenario, already we see that our judiciary is so much overloaded by the pendency of the litigations. And what stops? The Delhi police has already powers to prosecute by way of a challan, which is more than the punishment, and 1,000 rupees fine in this matter. These are petty offences. They are non-compoundable. Understand from a lawyer's perspective or a judicial perspective, tomorrow the judiciary is going to be flooded with these kind of litigations coming in, roping in, where the local police will also be enrobed with the too much elephantous task of launching prosecutions, bringing charge sheets, and then the high courts in the quashing proceedings will also be burdened with so much of work, because the innocent person who has been burdened with this FIR may go to high court for quashing. So ultimately, it has to be two-faceted. One should not only understand from the perspective of a person who sees that somebody is coming wrong in the wrong direction on the road. It has also to be understood by the perspective of judiciary. It has also to be understood by the perspective of IOs, the police stations, the capacities, and we talk about imprisonment of 6 months. What is the condition of our jail in our country? It is a good step. I support this step from the Delhi police perspective of creating a deterrence, but I think that challan mechanism should be made more robust, and the public sense, the awareness is the need of the hour, and ultimately filing the FIR will not, in a longer run, play a very holistic role.
Ved Bhushan, we're talking about making court visits mandatory for the offenders, but this kind of a system will make court visits mandatory for the police as well, and that could be too much of a burden for the police to carry.
Yes, there are a lot of shortcomings in this matter still now, because there is a lot of urban planning, lack of enforcement, poor road engineering, and moreover, the most important thing I will like to share with your viewers, that there is not a single police station, traffic police station in Delhi. It's a very shocking thing. Of course, we are trying our best by the judiciary, by the prosecution, by the investigating officer, but still we are lacking. Not a single police station was opened to tackle this issue. Hopefully, this message will go to Commissioner of Police, Home Minister, Prime Minister, and they will start doing in the right direction. A single FIR will not work. I think at least 10 FIR was registered. I think if he will go starting register, at least we can register 10,000 FIR per day. This is a gross violation of wrong side driving in the Delhi, causing lot of accident, lot of injuries, lot of victimization, lot of things are going, a lot of police, more force is required, more CCTV footage are required, because this is a digital time, and the new Evidence Act, Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam, allowed all the digital evidence secured by the police or by any agency to produce the court case in beyond doubt. That's why a lot of things yet to be done. I hopefully this message will go to the police department and concerned agencies. Transport department, Motor Vehicle Act is already introduced, but it was not deterrent. I hope this new provision under Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita under section 281 and other sections also will give a very spoon and a very strong message to the public, to the police, and all the judicial agencies connected with this, whether prosecution or the defense side. Hopefully it will be done very soon.
Hopefully it will be done very soon. But Ankit Gupta, at the court level, what can be done at this stage? Because there are already 3 lakh challans that were issued last year. Yes, you were talking about the fact that the challan system has to be made robust, but then matters will reach court and there needs to be a mechanism to ensure that these cases are dealt with at the earliest.
See, currently, if you see that there are lok adalats being organized, once you increase the fine to 20,000 rupees, then there are lok adalats to cut it short to 1,000 rupees or 500 or so. Then you introduce evening courts, lok adalats on daily basis. Then you see that once there are prosecutions by way of FIR, that needs a whole summon trial to be followed. So my humble suggestion is that for this there should be a special traffic court which is headed by some retired judge or some judge on deputation, which is usually done in BACS courts, which are done in Delhi Jal Board courts. There should be some courts which are maintained by the traffic police or the Delhi police themselves, which is holded on a daily mode, where the prosecution of these challans and the FIR should be separately dealt and not dealt with by the regular courts where there is already a pendency of the suits. Rather, today mediation is one robust mechanism where these kind of offenses can be dealt with, where the charge sheet can be brought in, where a deterrence can be done, and in a time frame manner, this can be decided. What is the fate of a FIR in our country? It is 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. At time, it is 20 years. This is the fate of the FIR in our country. And once you bring in a litigation where there is 6 months imprisonment, what will then be the fate? The IO will not be able to provide the charge sheet within 6 months. This is what we see in the precedents, in the history. We are dealing daily with court matters, and we see that the regular courts, even the evening courts, are flooded with too much of the litigations, that these kind of prosecutions will end up in clogging the whole systems. There will be complete failure of the judicial mechanism once these kind of complaints come open back in and day forth and day in, day out. So I think that creating a separate court, a special court, or a permanent lok adalat for these matters, we have BACS permanent lok adalats. Why don't we have a traffic lok adalat which is permanent in nature? Why is it that we have a lok adalat in a second month on a second Saturday? Why don't we make it daily? 25,000 challans are being prosecuted daily basis by way of video cameras, by way of physical police interventions. It is the need of the hour. We should have these kind of mechanisms. What stops us? We are only relying on local adalats. We are relying on evening courts, but with the already regular judges. This is the problem. This clogs the whole system. Why don't we have a special judge special to deal with these kind of matters? That will, I think, in a larger run, that will be a point where we will be in a position to resolve these kind of problems.
Hopefully, we will be at that point sooner than later. But for now, we'll have to wrap things up on this conversation. Ved Bhushan, former ACP Delhi Police Traffic, and Ankit Gupta, Advocate Supreme Court. Thank you both of you for taking time out to be with us here on News 9.